Welcome to Quick Revision. Today's topic: transport of respiratory gases. First is transport of O2. Transport of O2 in blood take place by two ways. First, 97% by RBC and 3% by blood plasma. Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is respiratory pigment responsible for transport of O2. Each RBC transport 1 billion molecules of O2. At respiratory surfaces, hemoglobin act as hemoglobinic acid, which then bind with oxygen to form oxyhemoglobinic acid. This oxyhemoglobinic acid reacts with potassium bicarbonate to form potassium oxyhemoglobin H plus and HCO3-. H plus and HCO3- binds to form H2CO3 carbonic acid. O2 is transported in form of potassium oxyhemoglobin near tissue surface. Potassium oxyhemoglobin splits to release K plus, hemoglobin and O2. Next is transport of carbon dioxide. Transport of CO2 in blood. CO2 produced through cellular respiration is transported in two ways, in form of physical solution and as chemical compounds. In form of physical solution, 10% CO2 combines chemically with water of plasma, so CO2 combines with H2O to form H2CO3, that is carbonic acid. H2CO3 then splits into H plus and HCO3-. If all amount of CO2 is transported by blood, pH would be lowered from 7.4 to 4.5. Therefore, only 10% of CO2 is transported in this way. Now in form of chemical compounds. First is carbamino compounds. 20% of total blood CO2 is transported along with hemoglobin. CO2 plus HbNH2, that gives carbamino hemoglobin. Now second is bicarbonates. 70% of CO2 is carried as bicarbonate in blood. In this, first is in the RBC, CO2 combines with H2O to give carbonic acid, that is H2CO3, by enzyme carbonic anhydrase. In RBC, hemoglobin combines with potassium to give potassium hemoglobin. This H2CO3 is from previous reaction. It combines with potassium hemoglobin to give potassium bicarbonate and hemoglobinic acid. Now next is in plasma. Plasma transports CO2 by three different processes. First by phosphate buffer, second by plasma protein, and third by chloride shift. First by phosphate buffer, Na2HPO4 alkaline phosphate plus H2CO3 carbonic acid gives NaHCO3 sodium bicarbonate plus NaH2PO4 sodium dihydrogen. By plasma protein, protein form complex with sodium and this complex reacts with H2CO3 to give sodium bicarbonate. By chloride shift, CO2 released from tissue enters into RBC. It reacts with H2O, so CO2 plus H2O gives H2CO3 carbonic acid in presence of carbonic anhydrase. This carbonic acid reacts with potassium hemoglobin to form potassium bicarbonate and hemoglobinic acid. Chloride shift. In blood plasma, NaCl splits into Na plus and Cl minus. Cl minus passes to RBC. In RBC, KHCO3 splits into K plus and HCO3 minus. HCO3 minus passes to blood plasma. In blood plasma, Na plus binds with HCO3 minus to form sodium bicarbonate and K plus bind with Cl to form potassium chloride. Chloride back shift. In this, all the reaction of chloride shift are reversed. In RBC, KCl splits into K plus and Cl minus. Cl minus passes to blood plasma. In blood plasma, NaHCO3 splits into Na plus and HCO3 minus. HCO3 minus passes to RBC. Here it's bind with K plus to form KHCO3. In blood plasma, Na plus bind with Cl minus to form NaCl. Release of CO2 at respiratory surface. So these all are the end product of the reactions which we have seen earlier in this video. H2CO3 splits into H2O and CO2. Potassium bicarbonate splits into potassium carbonate plus H2O plus CO2. Sodium bicarbonate splits into sodium carbonate plus H2O plus CO2. Carbaminohemoglobin splits into HbNH2 plus CO2. So CO2 is released in this way, and CO2 is released into atmosphere. Disorder of respiratory system. So first is bronchitis. Bronchitis is inflammation of bronchi caused by infection by smoking. Symptoms: regular coughing with thick and large amount of phlegm which is secreted out as cough. Several burning sensation in trachea. Avoiding exposure to smoke, chemical and pollutants can prevent bronchitis. Treated by suitable antibiotics. Second is asthma. It is an allergic disease. Muscles wall of tracheal branches remain constantly agitated and undergo spasmic contraction. Aerial allergens are responsible for it. Symptoms: repeated coughing out phlegm, difficult in breathing mainly during expiration, and suffocation of tracheal passage. Avoiding the foreign substance or allergens is the best prevention of it. It is treated with antibiotics and antihistamine drugs. Third is emphysema. Emphysema is chronic obstructive disease of lung. Alveoli lost their elasticity. As a result, alveolar sac remains filled with air even after expiration, caused by smoking, chronic bronchitis. Symptoms: difficult in breathing, cough and suffocation. As a side effect, brain and heart does not get enough O2. Can be prevented by avoiding smoking and pollutants. Once the elasticity of alveoli is lost, there is no permanent treatment. Relief can be obtained by using antibiotics and tracheal dilatory drugs. Next is pneumonia. Pneumonia is an acute infection of alveoli of lungs caused through bacteria Streptococcus pneumonia. Alveoli of lungs filled with fluid and WBC. Wider is the area, greater is the spread of the disease. Children, old individuals and AIDS patients are more susceptible to this disease. It can be treated with antibiotics. Next is occupational lung disease. It happens due to occupation of an individual caused by exposure to harmful substances like gases, dust, etc. Examples are silicosis and asbestosis. Thank you. I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe the channel, share, like, comment.